We are barely 2.5 months into the start of the year, and already we're seeing record numbers of law enforcement officers being shot in the line of duty. 75 officers have been struck by gunfire this year. That's up about 76% from 2020. 76%. And 40% from last year. 10 of those officers have died. Tuesday, Corporal Benjamin Cooper of the Joplin, Missouri Police Department was gunned down as he attempted to take an armed suspect into custody. 2 fellow officers also shot. Officer Jason Reed will not recover from his injuries and remains on life support. His plans are made to donate his organs. A 3rd officer, Rick Hershey, was shot in the face. He's in serious but stable condition. Suspect fled and later opened fire again on police who were able to return fire. He died at the scene. Corporal Cooper leaves behind his wife and their 2 daughters. Officer Reed, survived by his wife, he married last year.
This was a violent and unwarranted attack on our officers and is indicative of the rise in violence against law enforcement, officers we are witnessing nationwide, and it has to stop.
Agreed. Officers should not have to feel like they're putting a target on their back every time they put on a uniform. But that is the grim reality with a media that primarily just wants to focus on police misconduct rather than heroism and sacrifice. In January, NYPD officers Jason Rivera and Wilbert Mora died after being shot in what officials called an ambush-style attack while responding to a domestic violence call. Rivera was 22, one of the youngest officers ever killed in the line of duty in New York. Mora was 27. They were partners. After their deaths, Mora's neighbor asked a reporter, quote, "Even the police aren't safe, so what hope is there for the rest of us?" In Texas, Harris County Corporal Charles Galloway died after being shot during a traffic stop. And it was the same in Salinas, California, where police officer Jorge David Alvarado Jr. was gunned down in much the same manner 2 weeks ago. Wednesday, we showed you video of officers in Houston injured after taking fire from a suspect armed with a handgun illegally modified to fire automatically.
Stop!
We can't even begin to show you all the incidents because there are just too many. Now, this is the only news show on cable that does a daily segment showing you the challenges of being a police officer every day. But these numbers should serve as a wake-up call to everyone else. Just not sure that'll be the case. Joining me now is Patrick Yoes, National President of the Fraternal Order of Police. Thank you so much for coming on the program. Really appreciate it. Do you have any sense of what we can attribute this increase to?
Well, Dan, I think there are a number of factors, but I think we can't discredit the fact that for about 18 months now, there have been many that have just dehumanized law enforcement to the extent where we went from public servants to public enemies. And so that's definitely taken a toll on well, at least a perception. Add to that a number of other factors, lack of consequences in many cities for crimes that they're committing. You put all of these things together, and it has never been more dangerous to be a law enforcement officer. Equally as important, it's never been more dangerous in our communities as well. Those two go hand in hand. So it's time to call attention to this. It's time for cooler heads to prevail. It's time to have meaningful fact-based discussion on how we navigate through these very difficult times. You know, law enforcement is a very difficult job, and you're asking ordinary people to do a very extraordinary things at times. And all of this starts, our powers are driven or are derived from our support of our communities and the trust that we have. Yeah. So we need to do some work. But that work starts when we all work together towards that common goal. And unfortunately, I don't think we're quite there yet.
Yeah, I think you're right. I have to say I've been particularly concerned about some of these ambush-style attacks we're seeing more and more of. I mean, obviously, any killing is a real tragedy and a reason for concern. But when we hear about these ambush attacks, you know, it starts to move out of the realm of can happen while being a police officer to police officer as target.
No doubt. There were 103 ambush attacks last year that have cost many officers their lives. So far this year, there have been 16 attacks. Now, these are attacks law enforcement officers just simply because of the uniform that they wear. And so we can look at it and say, okay, these are attacks on law enforcement. It's not. This is attack on the rule of law. It's attack of order within each and every one of our communities, and it's something that ought to be an alarm call for everyone, every community across this country. Put in perspective. As you mentioned, there've been 75 officers shot this year. That's 75 officers. Luckily and tragically, 10 died, but it's not because they didn't try to kill 75 of them. It's technology with ballistic vests. It's emergency medical, advancements that are saving officers' lives. But it's becoming more and more dangerous. And because of that, we're creating a crisis in this country. That crisis is we have officers that are leaving this profession at a rate that is higher than it has ever been before at any time. In addition to that, the recruits, the people willing, the best and the brightest, the next wave of law enforcement are just simply not stepping up to take this job. So what we're going to see is a manpower shortage that's going to last probably a half a decade when you consider how long it takes to train an officer. So it's time for everyone. The quality of every community is really everyone working together, all of the different aspects, every part of government, in order to be able to create a good, stable community. And it's time for us all to start having those meaningful discussions and stop blaming law enforcement for it, because we're only one small piece of this puzzle.
And I've got to believe that the media coverage is frustrating.
It absolutely is. Look, there are 800,000 men and women who suit up and show up in communities all across this country every day. Does law enforcement get it right every time? Look, our whole system is built on there's a human element. When there's a human element in every profession, there's also always going to be things that we need to improve. Our job is to improve as we go forward and make sure that bad things don't continue to happen. And that's exactly what we're doing. But it doesn't help when we're not involved in meaningful discussion at all levels.
Patrick Yoes, it's not a pleasant conversation to have, but I think it's an important one. Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And thank you for calling attention to this, because this is a tragedy. This is something that really everyone needs to take notice of what's happening.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.